Thank you. This is a song about an old railroad town and an old man who's staying in an old station where very few trains come through anymore. I don't know how the health of the railroads are here in Germany, but in the United States, many places, there's just the remnants of a railroad line. And it's a song about an old man who has a dream and a young man who ends up by taking it on. It's called Corey's Coming. Old John Joseph was a man with two first names. They left him in the railroad yard when they took away the trains. And only one run a week comes on roaring down that line. So all he got to worry about is time. He sits in the brick house, his hands out to the fire, moving through his memories of love and desire, telling me the stories of the glories of his past. But he always says the story of his Corey for the last. And he says my Corey's coming, I no more sad stories coming. A midnight moonlight morning glories coming on you, girl. And like I told you, when she holds you, she unfolds you in her world. I'd come by in the evening to find out where he'd been. He'd say, come on, sit down, kid, where shall I begin? And I'd say, you know my favorite, though you know I like the rest, but I love the way you tell me of your Corey the best. And so I'd hear his lifelong love recreated by his tongue. He'd turn back the years, she'd seem forever young, though the other stories changed as they rode through his head. He'd say the same words about Corey just before he went to bed. And then he'd send me away and he'd be smiling as he said, can't you see my Corey's coming? I know more sad stories coming. A midnight moonlight morning glories coming on to you, girl. And like I told you, when she holds you, she enfolds you in her world. I was quite surprised to find out all the places that he knew. So I asked the townsfolk if his stories were true. Well, they said old John was born here, he's lived here all his life, never had a woman, let alone a wife. And very soon you'll find out, as you check around, that no one named Corey's ever lived in this town. So I chided the old man about the truth that I had heard. Well, he smiled and said, reality, it's only just a word. Can't you see my Corey's coming? I know more sad stories coming. A midnight moonlight morning glories coming on to you, girl. And like I told you, when she holds you, she enfolds you in her world. I came by one evening, but it did not hear my shout. I looked in the window and I saw the fire was out. When he would not wake up, I forced in the door, and I found that old John Joseph would tell stories no more. There was the scene at the graveyard, just three of us were there. There was me and the grave digger, and we heard the parson swear. He said, we need not grieve for this man, for we know that God cares. They put the cold dirt over him and left me on my own. When at last I looked up, I saw I was not alone. Standing there in silence with a shawl around her head was a beautiful young woman. I remember what she said. Is that John Joseph there? I nodded my head, yes. That brought a soft smile from her. She said it's time he got some rest. So I said, if you're a relative, he had a peaceful end. That's when she said, my name is Corey. You can say I'm just a friend. Corey's coming. No more sad stories coming. A midnight moonlight morning glories coming, aren't you, girl? And like I told you, when she holds you, she enfolds you in her world. So that's the old man's story. I'm glad you came tonight. You see, you busted down old railroad yard. Sure makes a lonely sight. You may wonder why a young man would work out here alone. Well, the job pays enough to keep some flesh on my bones. And I confess I get to missing the old man a bit. And there's one other reason I guess I could admit. Can't you see my chorus coming? I know more sad stories coming. A midnight